Okay, so in this pattern, we notice that there are like I equal to 5 and j is going from I 1 to I, right? And there is a third variable needed k because neither it is I nor it is j. So we'll use three variables, count I and j. So after entering n, so the first thing we will do is we will traverse I from 1 to n, okay? And after that we will traverse j. But here is the thing, it is in the odd number of rows it is like continuously going, but in the even number of rows it is going decreasingly, right? So for odd number of rows the program will be simply it will be just like for j equal to 1 to I, and we'll count plus plus because we started from 0. And after that, if j is less than I, we'll print with a star. Why with a star? Because when I and j both are equal, we don't need a star. But before that, we are always having a star with the number. So that's why. Now, when we are entering into the even rows, what we'll do is we'll first like after this first if it is 1, right? So after coming out, count equals to 1. So after coming out, what we'll do is we'll increase the count by 1 by I. So here you can see that, so the value of I is here 2, right? We are in the second row, so count will become 2 plus 1 3, right? So after 3, when it becomes 3, now we'll simply run the same thing and j ranging from 1 to I, and if j is less than I, then we'll print it the star, otherwise will not, and then we'll be decreasing the count. Okay, so after that the important line is here. After coming out of this loop, uh, like it will be finally when it will print 3 star 2. Now then after 2 it will be 1, right? So we should do it 1 plus I again, that is 1 plus 2 3. So that because when we started from here, like the when we wanted to print 1, we wanted 0, count was initially 0. Similarly in the next row we'll be starting from 4, so count should be again 3, 1 less than that, because we are using here count plus plus. So in that logic, this is a program. I'll write the PDF. Thank you. Okay, so this is the second program. So it is a very simple program. Okay, here we will just be traversing like two times. First we will be traversing I from 1 to 7 because 7 rows are there, and we'll simply print I. And after that we'll traverse in the backward, like we'll traverse from n minus 1 to 1. I will be traversing, and we'll be printing again I. So that's the thing. And j will be initially, j will be like going from j equal to 1 to less than equal to I, and then j equal to I to greater than equal to 1. Okay, so that's the thing here. So it's a quite simple program. That's okay. So in this program again we are having four number of rows, right? And this is known as trapezoidal pattern. Okay, so here you can see like it is a trapezoid 1 2 3 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 like that. Okay, so here what we can observe is like first we are having four rows, okay, and then the column of number of columns are also changing, right? And then we are having two counters, right? One is going from 1 to 10, or like in the first row you can see it is 4, then after that it is 4 square plus 1, right? Like that it is going. So 16 17 9, like now when it is 7, so we need to change that counter again, right? So how the program proceeds, we are having ij and like that. Then the space variable is used to just indicate the spaces, right? So because we are making it a triangle, lower triangle. So now the value of count initially is n square plus 1. Okay, so we'll simply go like we'll traverse with I, we will traverse like 4 times. So I will go from n to greater than equal to 1, and I minus minus. So okay, now j, this is just like traversing the space. After traversing space, what we want to print, first line is like 1 2 3 4 only, and it is always accompanied with a star, right? So we'll print this percent, j will be ranging from I to 1, and like initially I is equal to n, right? So that's why we are going from I to 1, and we'll print percent ld, and we'll be printing counter 1. Okay, so next thing is so here is the output. So what I was saying was, after this printing count 1 plus plus count, we are doing plus plus because we are starting with 0, right? So that's why we are doing pre-increment. after j is going from I to 1 again. So why we are going from I to 1 is because as you can see here, I equal to 4, so j is going from 4, and again j is going from 4 to 1, then 3, I equals to 3, then 2, then 1. So here 3 3 2 2 1 1, that's why we are going like that. Now after that, what we are printing is, we are already at 17, right? So we will print similarly 17, and then we are doing post increment. And when, if j is greater than 1, like if j is greater than 1, then we print star. Otherwise, when, like over here, j equals to 1, right? So we'll directly print that thing. Now after that, we need to change the count to value, right? So next value is starting at 14, right? So for that 14, what we're gonna do is, count to log count is 21. So 21 minus 1, 20, 20 minus 2 times I minus 1. So what's the value of I right now? I value is 4. So we will do 4 minus 1. So that's 3. 3 into 2 is 6, right? 20 minus 6 is 14. That's our next number. So that's how we're gonna proceed. So that's it. Thank you.